Hello. How's it going? We are here to finally rescue or doom the children, one way or the other. However this ends up panning out. Also, I'm trying to grow accustomed to the Stream Deck that I now have. That I got set up yesterday, mostly. Also, yeah, it's Friday. What a good day. Hey, Scobolts. It's pretty cool. It's actually quite a bit smaller than I had anticipated, which is fine. You know, it doesn't need to be enormous. I got just the regular size one rather than like the XL, which just increases the number of buttons. What I'm more surprised by is the buttons are the same size, which means that when there are only 15 of them, so it is essentially just a bunch of hotkeys. But what those hotkeys can do are much broader than just like, oh, well, they're hotkeys, because the application for it also functions as like it has plugins that work with a lot of other tools, right? Because it has a plugin with OBS so that it can work with, you know, a back and forth, like an API, so that when I'm setting it up, I can set up buttons for, like, scenes, and it's not like I have to set up hotkeys in OBS to be like, okay, now we're pretending to hit Control Shift whatever, or Alt Control F or whatever, any of that. It's just like it can communicate directly with OBS to be like, go to the scene X at the press of this button, rather than needing a bunch of hotkeys. It's connected that way. Similarly, it's like I can now mute and unmute the like desktop audio on this rather than having to actually go into OBS myself. And it's nice because every one of the buttons is an LCD screen. So, you know, the imagery can change, and in this case, it will display the current state. It's not like just a blind toggle. Rather, it, you know, if desktop audio is going, it's like a blue sound icon, and if it's muted, it is a red sound with like an X in front of it. So it's like, it's got a little bit more versatility than simply, it's a bunch of hotkeys. There's also advanced functionality in it so that you can get add-ons that do set up bigger macros and more complicated stuff. So I was able to accomplish something that I had been hoping to do with other macro setups, but I couldn't. And it's something that I can really only do on the chatting screen. So we'll go there because it's going to be constantly cycling through actual hotkeys, because I can now do actual proper color changing RGB, but I can't actually play games like this because if I try, I will constantly be pressing shift and control just over and over and over again, which will just cause enormous chaos in whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So we can't do that, but there are circumstances where I can actually use this macro now to just cycle colors, which is a pretty cool trick, which I'm pleased with. It did mean, you might notice it hiding in there. It did mean that I actually had to make edits to my model to add an actual cyan color, which I hadn't had. I was just relying on normal color being cyan, but I had to go and actually add a cyan in so that I could more easily cycle through. But anyway, so I can just like leave this running and it just does the thing, which is a pretty neat trick. I do have to fix it. I also, which is pretty cool, though I can actually come back to life for these. I also went through and reviewed some of the more interesting combination colors, right? Which I might add as actual redeems. And hopefully, since I have this at my disposal now, I can more easily just change colors when I feel like it. But I went through and did some of the combo colors, because if you recall, because of the very strange way that the color combinations work, it does not do what you would expect. And so I found a few of the more interesting ones. So like I've got this one, which I have labeled as infrared. Because if you recall, like, this is normal red. That's normal red. And so now this I call infrared, which is pretty neat color. I have this one that I have labeled UV, because it's like a dark and purple, which is a pretty cool trick. Like an alternate dark mode. And then on top of that, I have this one, which I found, which I just call blackout. Because it's about as dark as it goes. So anyway, we've got those that like easily at hand now, that we can just use some extra interesting color combinations that we didn't have at our disposal before. Anyway. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. And I'm sure over time find some more stuff that actually interacts with Stream Deck. I've got like lots of button space And you can set up folders and stuff, so it's easy to work in a lot of whatever you want. So like I might look into getting like a soundboard, because then I can add, you know, whatever extra sounds that I want to play, or you can launch media sources. So if I wanted to play like a quick video, if I had something to just toss up there, which I don't know if I do at the moment, but you know, there are a lot of other OBS plugins that you can get it for too, that I just haven't really bothered to set up. Maybe I will now that I have a tool to more easily work with it, but it's pretty cool. And of course, also cool is that you can do other stuff with it. So if you want to have productivity tools on there as well, you can do that. You can have it launch applications and do all kinds of stuff. Anyway, back to saving the kids or whatever. Okay. First things first, we have injuries and we need to fix that. Let's rest off our injuries. Alright, everybody is fine. Now, plant something. Why do so many people want to eat cabbage soup? I'm not giving you cabbage soup. Wow, nobody is going to be happy. Well, a couple. Those that want to plant something are going to be happy. Anybody that wants to eat things are going to be disappointed. Because I am going to give you more baked goods. Because I refuse to stop getting bonus experience. It's been a long time since I planted potatoes. Oh, and tomatoes, actually. Oh, you know what? I should actually be more mindful of who I'm using. Needs to level up. May, actually. May is behind. Alright. Lots of people wanted to plant stuff, at least. Yeah, they wanted to eat stuff, and that's simply not going to happen. What is going to happen is eating a fruit tart to continue getting bonus XP. Alright, got the level out of that. What can we upgrade? Just a cannon. Okay. The thing that's fallen most behind is the reactor. We're still short on standard batteries. Okay, so these actually are now in need of ancient barrels and other ancient things, which I have none of. So clearly things have not yet started dropping that. But I could still use a standard battery. I think I can technically scrap fish up. Allegedly, I can get standard batteries. I don't know if I've really ever seen them pull up a standard battery, but we can try, I guess. Nope. I don't really have anything else to do with my time at the moment. Cartridge. You know, I'm just gonna try to fish it up. Highly successful. We did get some standard batteries. Not nearly enough standard batteries, but we did get some. All right. Continuing forth. Okay. Normal route, safe route. Certainly continuing down the normal route. We want 2 small guns in order to delay. I wonder if I could stun him. I would prefer him not get any shots. Chance is pretty low. Guess I might as well just defend. Nice crit. Oh, nice miss. Easy. Textbook. Except they hate the technique because it wasn't flashy enough. It was efficient, dude. By the book. Oh, they're dead. Okay. I don't know what they were doing there. They were very weak. Am I gonna do it again? It costs too much for you to do it. Wow, they're all so frail. Boy, what was this fight? I feel like they found themselves in the wrong neighborhood. Why were you here? Risky ammo. I wonder what that is. It's fine. Switch it forward. Ah, we have one of our little tanky bros. You would miss. Yeah, that's fine. I probably could have defended instead, but... Taking a shot then. Dang it. Okay. Drive safe, Kappa. Let's defend actually. good crit. Good crit, good crit. Ah, got the energy charge going. Got him. I wish those guys didn't take so long, but overall they're like, they're not hard. They just take forever. Couple more standard batteries. We like that. Oh, the dangerous route. Got a couple big fights here in a row. Kill him? Nah, you maybe could have with a couple crits, but you didn't get it. It's too bad. Oh, it's been a bit since we've seen you guys. Becoming increasingly expensive to strip the armor off of enemies. Ouch. Yeah. Let's strip both. Expensive in the SP department. I don't think you're going to be able to kill him. No, if you'd crit, you would have done it. You have disappointed me. It's fine. Yeah, good fits. I'm gonna dip under a half though, so I can potentially get injured. Plenty of opportunity to heal though. Oh, wait. This is a good opportunity to use a blink attack. Burn, shock, smoke. Yeah, let's do that. Wow, that was a very large crit. Alright, one down. Any standard bats? Just the one. Okay, now we got the big fight. Oh wow, there's another big fight right down there. 2 waves. Ow. Let's... Oh man, I don't know. Accuracy's pretty poor. Alright, let's switch you forward, I guess. And... No. We'll keep you. And with the old minefield. Fortunately, he's got so much bonus accuracy from his partner that he just shoot aircraft. Alright, what do we... Oh, it would be you guys. I sure would like to avoid injury. Okay, let's take some of the armor off. I'm gonna have to restore some SP here soon. Wow, that was a lot less damage than I would have liked. Okay, they don't have any armor anymore. So let's switch you forward. You forward. And then link attack this, which will also increase the link gauges of the other two. Okay, so I can for sure take out this one. Okay. Oh, is it just going to be by the skin of my teeth? Perfect. Just barely. What we got there. Nice bonus XP. Couple standard batteries. Levels for everybody. Kits. Very good. Crystals. At least a good chunk of the SP back. Wow, there's just one big fight and then just a line of loot. I mean, we gotta. We'll see how horrible it is, though. Down. Well, you know what? That's actually not. That's good damage. Dang, didn't quite get that last one. Well, got a chance to steal health off him. We'll do these guys again. Isn't ideal. Oh, although you're in boss mode right now. Yes. Okay, move this way. You shoot this guy. You shoot this guy. Can you shoot a stun ammo at him? Yes, you can. Now the armor. Yeah, that stun ammo, that's the ticket on these guys. Ooh, this is spicy. Alright, let's go ahead and weaken their capabilities. The shock is so good. Are you still in hero mode? Oh, you are. Go ahead and just pummel that guy real quick. Slow him down. Oh, yeah, the smoke worked to dodge him. Man, this is actually a little bit tough. I'm like, I've got to put out enough damage to get these guys out of the way. Right, let's see if we can smoke that guy too. Yeah, let's keep them debuffed if we can. Wow, that's 2 enormous amounts of damage that we have just not let happen. Give him the old Link attack for sure. Yeah, they have a lot of health, for sure. Smoke is really doing some work in this fight. Very nice. Good timing for some double damage. Can I also weaken you? Sure can. Although it looks like it replaced smoke. Can they not be both smoked and weakened? Or just against the rules? Oh, it won't matter. You are not getting another shot. You know, it might have taken me a long time, but I did it pretty safely. Oh, and just look at that glorious line of just stacks of loot. Got repair kits. Didn't even use any in that fight. Energy cells. Haven't used those either. Is that the boss coming up? It is the boss coming up. Some piercing, some wide ammo. Ancient barrels. That'll be for upgraded guns. Very nice. Ancient cartridges, coilless, and breeches. Oh, just let it flow. Let it flow. More crystals. All right, and that regen spot will max both of my health and mana. Man, we are in good position. Okay, so we have wanting to open a chest in some ruins, harvest, talk, sleep. Okay, so harvest. We'll plant again. Okay, we have now planted. We will now sleep, talk. Hannah wants to talk, so we'll just talk to Hannah. Oh, not with you though.
Yes.
I have my own responsibilities. Please let me go until the end. What? Okay. Okay, you wanted to talk. Let's get the cooking done. Okay, so we don't need the XP now. We gotta... I don't really like the decreased skill cost, actually. I feel like that really worked out last time. That makes it a lot less expensive to just pummel them with abilities. Okay. Let's upgrade first and foremost. Right, we did end up with enough to upgrade the reactor. And we cannot upgrade any further. Okay. So we had several who wanted to open a chest. Malt, socks, and hack. Let's go do that. Malt, socks, hack. I want to open treasure chest. Okay, there's that. This is the annoying one where there's a huge amount of going back and forth. Okay, so there's one bullet. There's one trap. Okay, there's the key. At the very least, we'll be able to open the chest, no matter what. So that is fine. I wish I could put some kind of marker down to remind myself that that path is entirely clear over there. Okay, so that needs 3 and gives 3. That needs 3 and gives 3. I have 1. And I need it to give me at least 1, preferably 2. Okay, that needs 2 and gets 2. That needs 2 and gets 1. 2. Hey, Camden. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, here's our 2. So that's 3 and 3. Okay, so that's 2 and 1. We don't want to do that yet. We had a 2 and a 2 over here, right? Yeah. 2. We get 2. 2. And then we get 3. I've been doing pretty good. I am pleased that it is the weekend. I have also been enjoying this game. Although, I will be honest, I am slightly despondent after having finished Elden Ring, simply because I'm like, no. Honestly, I just kind of wanted Elden Ring to keep going because it's so good. Like, I don't usually play New Game Pluses, but that game really makes me want to play a New Game Plus. So good. Three? We got 3. Okay, so with that, is that everything up the stairs? Oh, no. Okay, we got 3 and 3. 3. Yeah, I could do a different character build. I did like, I had started another character to play, but I realized that like it's actually kind of hard to start again because like so much of the fun is having so many of the things at your disposal and the cool options and stuff. And so like going back and it's just like, ah, man, I have so fewer things. All right, I think that was everything. I think it was. Welcome back, Kappa. Okay, I think this is there we go. Yes. Great victory. Everyone did the thing they wanted. Well, the thing is when you come... with a new build, I could try to beat the script to death. I still don't think I could manage it. I'm not good enough at melee. Is really what ends up my downfall. On a New Game Plus, I could definitely make it through that because you actually have your health kit and everything. So you are ready to go on the New Game Plus, but trying to do it with the no health restoring items. Oh boy. It's not like a crazy hard... You know, I've watched quite a few YouTube videos about Elden Ring at this point, because I had been avoiding it to not get any spoilers. But now that I've beaten it, I've been watching videos and stuff. I'm like, it's unbelievable to me watching videos of people play, and like, even if they're having a hard time, it's like watching the fight makes it look like it should be easy. Like, being actually involved and having to do the dodging is like so much harder than just watching it, and like it makes it look like the tells for attacks. It's like, that's so incredibly obvious. How could you not get out of the way? That's obvious. And then you're playing and you're like, it's like, why can't I just clear out? What the heck? Like, this is I don't understand. It's so obvious when I'm just watching somebody, but then you have so many more things to deal with, and it's like suddenly it's hard. Why? I don't feel like I made that game look easy. I certainly don't play it in the way that would make it the hardest. That's for sure, because I don't think I would have nearly as much fun. Because I hear other people for, like, the Melania fight who comment about how they had to fight, like, 250 times to get good enough to beat it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I think I'll just summon somebody after maybe, like, 20. Because I don't want to sit there for 250 fights to, like, lose over and over again. I got better stuff to do with my time. Halfway through the cave, a Burman tank appeared to block their way. Its engine was quiet, almost as though it was waiting for the trance. In this oppressive silence, a familiar voice rose from the tank, a voice they knew so well. That took you forever. I thought you'd get here sooner. Sorry to say this, but I can't let you pass. We are actually fighting Brits. I am quite curious if we had been friendlier to Brits, if he would not have gone. Brits? Brits, but why are you here? Hey, knock it off with the jokes, okay? The children couldn't understand why their friend was aboard a Burman tank. Just so there's no confusion, I'm here of my own free will. Come at me. Okay. It's not really your free will when your family is being threatened. That's not free will. That's coercion. Just because you, by your own decision-making, decided to go with the coercion does not, for some reason, mean that you're there by your own free will. That's a stretch. I'll show you how it's really done. Come on, I don't want to fight you. Why has it got to be like this? Damn it. Fritz, please listen. We don't want to fight you. Okay. This is, assuming you are correct, Scobalts, which I don't doubt that you are, honestly. You can't fight at full power against Brits. The Soul Cannon is unavailable in this battle. So, this is, I feel like, one of their first serious missteps in the story, because they introduced Brits so late, while rationing your ability to build up the inter-character relationships so that it's like, it's optimal play to ignore Brits. And that's problematic for the story because this whole betrayal thing has zero impact to me. I do not care about Brits and the fact that he left. I'm just like, run the little dickhead over. We don't care. So that, I feel like that was a little bit of a mistake, but we can poke on that later. I don't know. I feel like, so if they were going to have if they were going to have a branching sort of opportunity here, I think that it would have been possible that if we had built a legitimate relationship with at least a couple people in Brits, I think maybe he would not have gotten off the tank at the end of the previous boss. And he would have remained part of our crew, and simply someone else would have been here. Like, I feel like that's a pretty straightforward fork to do. I don't know if that's a thing they did, but I feel like that's something they could have done. I think that wherever they're going with this likely would have been better and had greater impact if they did always have Brits leave, but made it easier or more required to have built up a relationship with Brits beforehand, because I don't care about Brits. Like, he was always aloof on the tank. He was rudely treated by everybody because he was Burman. So, like, I don't see how they really care about Brits. They were kind of jerks. And then he left, and here he is. So, like, okay. it's a little bit... It could have been done better, is really what it comes down to. Alright, shoot the crap out of Brits. Here we go. What? Can I not? Oh, everybody's depressed. Everybody's depressed. I guess that doesn't actually matter then, because I can't armor strip if you're depressed. Oh, but this will allow it to delay. Is that all you've got? Yeah, the music is really good when they have these sort of, like, particularly impactful fights that they're expecting to be, like, depressing or harsher. Like, this music in particular is very good. What's the matter? Tyrannus is moving so stiff. I can do this all day. Oh, I should have defended. I literally steal enough health that I could just do this. Why are you holding back? I will not. Well, you're gonna need a better tank then, bro. Like, you're not really gonna cut it with that guy. This is gonna take forever. Oh, he's now got resolution, which has apparently changed his character traits. Yeah, we'll shoot with you, and then we'll defend with you. A lot faster now. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. Of course I can armor strip. I can use piercing ammo. Although we're gonna defend with you. There's no time. You have to fight back. I'm getting there. Chill out. All right, fire the piercing ammo. I have enormous stockpiles of ammunition at this point that I just have to start lobbing at the enemy. There we go. Can't use skills? That's fine. Use items. I'm glad I defended that. It's filled with despair. Ouch. Not being afraid, you bunch of jerks. You have to stop him. Hurry. It's fine. He's confused. Has he hurt himself in his confusion? Oh, you know what? Keep you. Switch you. And we'll keep it like that. Now you don't have any armor. Oh, you missed. Dingus. He's just not gonna shoot anymore. Oh, he got his armor back. Let's see. Swap you up. Yeah, the thing about this fight is I feel like their entire intention is to, like, require you to think about what you're doing because this is just taking forever because they don't give me any skills to actually do this faster. The problem, of course, is that I don't care about Brits. So that's annoying. I should have defended. Okay, he's back to actually shoot. Keep up like this, you'll never catch up with the Tarrascus. Which is exactly why I'm here. Okay. I assure you, things are going just fine. No, now that just you saying that, Scobalts, probably makes me realize that I'm supposed to not shoot at all and just, like, chin up, but in true, stop, don't fight, no, fashion, we're just gonna run him over, because I don't care about him. There we go. The hatch opened to reveal Brits. I knew I could only stop you for a short while, but you guys are pretty amazing. Remember that letter I found in that wrecked Burman tank? It was a coded message. We found your mother and sister. If you don't do as we say, we cannot guarantee their safety. Brits took out a small bomb from his bag. It is my duty to stop you here. Forgive me, Mother. No, stop, Brits. No, stop. Brits, why? You can't do that. No, Brits. Before anyone could react, Brits detonated the bomb. Brits, no. Although the blast hardly scratched the Tyrannus, their hearts were shattered as a horrible darkness fell down upon them. Damn idiot. Damn it. Brits. Why did you kill yourself? I see. If you hit friendship level. Okay, so that brings up my point of what I would call, like, almost, I'm reasonably confident, almost regardless of what comes past this. That is this game's worst failure, because doing that runs exactly contrary to the combat and play systems that they have put in place. There is no incentive to do that. Like, there is zero incentive to go through the steps to do that, because it just doesn't help you. And you are supposed to somehow be precognitive that an event like this could occur. And that's problematic, I think. Also, actually had a friendship level 2 with him on somebody. And I guess did I just not talk to him literally like one extra time, which is stupid, but whatever. The reality is that also because of some of those failures, I do not give a shit about Brits. At all. I don't care about you, kid. Tough break. 2 with every... Yeah, no, that's idiotic. That is poor execution on an idea, is what that is. They did not give any indication in game. They did not give any, like, guidance towards that. There's no gameplay incentive to have done that. That is what I would count as a mistake. I don't really care that much, but I can imagine a lot of people would be extremely frustrated at this point because it's like, you know, if they were invested or whatever. Yeah, it's like, who the crap cares? That's something that they should have done better or kind of reconsidered how to execute on. So sorry, Brits. I wanted to save you. I didn't. Can we ever see him again? I hope not. I cannot. I will never forgive the Burman for what they've done. We shall have our revenge. Yeah, sure. Revenge is cool. Soon, Vandergand. Soon. Hold on. Radio lady. You're slipping again. The friendly, helpful radio mask is slipping. Put that back on. You're freaking out. Oh, suddenly we're outside. Parisia area. Emerging from the cave, they arrived at the outskirts of Parisia. Vandergand hasn't activated yet, has it? Vandergand has yet to... Okay. I don't know how you can so confidently answer that, Socks. But sure. Vandergand has yet to awaken. Okay, let's get him good. They set out to search for the Tarascus. The voice on the radio told them something they couldn't believe. Bah! There's no need to search for the Tarascus. It will soon become one with Vandergand. For you see, that beast must be awakened. Yeah, radio voice. Children raised their voices, shouting, "The Vandergand must be awakened!" Weren't we trying to keep it from awakening? The voice that shouldn't have been able to hear them answered for the first time. My dears, you are wrong. What glory would I find in fighting and crushing Vandergand if it's not fully awakened? You know, I'm starting to resonate a lot more with the radio voice. I think Scobalt's that the fan art of me is the radio. Spot on. Glory to fighting and crushing the Vandergand. Come on, my allegedly babysat children / now hostages, to war. Quivering, the children screamed at the radio and demanded to know the truth. Who are you? What do you want? Vengeance, if you have been listening. Me, I was the one protecting you all this time. It is the tank. The radio voice is the tank in my belly. My name is Jean? I am the artificial intelligence of the Tyrannus. Wow, legitimately that's what it is. It's consciousness, if you will. Wow. Who knew that this was far more accurate than I had predicted? At that moment? Parisia was engulfed in flames as the earth began to shake violently. I don't know who the crap the ghost is. Who is the ghost? In order to finally put an end to the Vandergand and our millennia-long battle, I had been searching for a way to awaken it. Millennia-long battle? In order to do so, I crafted a legend that got passed down from generation to generation, and among children of the Burman people. Can we just appreciate that apparently the Burman people have been around for... Well, maybe they haven't been around for millennia. Maybe she's been around for millennia and then just generations of sharing the tale. The popular legend of the lost god that they love so much. Come now, my children. The board is set, and now is the time for us to move the pieces. Tank's kind of creepy. What the? What is All right, you guys can't see it because I had previously cut it off. Hold on. Freaking game just wigged out. For some reason, as you know, I'm on an ultra wide, and this had been just a black border, and now it's like grass. What's going on over here? I don't know what happened. It's all freaking out. All right, we'll just put that back. We won't worry about it for now. Part of a series of games. Interesting. Oh, it's back to normal again. Oh, get that cursor out of the way. New entry has been added to the Burman reports. Legend of the Lost God. From a Burman fairy tale. Once upon a time, God bestowed power upon our people, and everyone lived in happiness. However, there came some evil beings who claimed God's power as their own, and with it, they created a devil. Distraught, God battled with the devil and delivered his punishment. However, having lost his heart, he fell fast asleep deep beneath the land. With his last breath, he proclaimed that when men had forgotten their transgressions and remembered how to live in happiness, he would return to this land once more. Hold on. That legend is, like, not even remotely befitting the Burman Empire, the fascist lunatics? What? Burma, you crazy. I'm just gonna call it Burma because they actually use Burman as both the people and the country, but I think that's dumb because Burman is clearly an adjective, not a noun. The Little Tail Bronx series? What the? I have never heard of any of those other ones. What the devil? In the village. That's crazy. That giant Burman tank heading toward Parisia fired on the Gasco army in a blink of the eye, then left. I've seen that written that way like twice now. I have never said it that way. In the blink of an eye. That's how I hear it. That's so weird that this is like... I have a different colloquialism. Slightly altered. It might be a translation mistake, though. Gasco is no weapon to defeat such a monster. Maybe the giant tank of rumor is our only hope. Hi. We have arrived in the giant tank of rumor. It's funny you say that, Scobalt, because I was showing that you're drawing to my wife yesterday, and I was also trying to find a picture of the damn radio to be like, oh, well, here's the context. I'm playing this game Fuga, and there's this radio. Let me find a picture. Nope. Like, what? How is there no picture of the friggin' radio? Seems the Burman are finally approaching Parisia at last. You've got to get out of here fast. It's not much, but take this. It's better than nothing. Okay. Yeah, like, there's clearly a PNG that's just, like, up there from talking. Just, like... Why was it so hard? It was weird. I agree. Lunette, the author of The Adventures of Sucre, released a message saying that the next series is gonna blow our minds. Actually, there's a rumor that Lunette's never made a public appearance. Pretty mysterious. Money is useless. I do have something to trade. Couple of those heavy barrels. Okay, I can't get anything bigger than the heavies, it would seem. You know, there's actually been another one that I was trying to look up like that for some reason just nobody took a picture of. I was trying to find the, a picture of the Sapient Intelligence, or SI, they called it, from The Ascent. Because you meet that early on, and it's like this adorable little PNG, almost like a little face that's just animated, and I was like, man, I would love to find something like that to use as a channel mascot. But not a single image was to be had. I have a freaking crap ton of steel. I also have a lot of titanium. I'm going to turn some of that steel into titanium, but I still have a freaking crap ton. Alright, that's enough of that, I guess. Onward and upward. Into what I presume to be the final chapter. Chapter 12. From dawn to noon on the sea. I don't understand what that means. Thanks, though. Yeah, it is odd what, like... And inevitably, it's always like pictures of something, because it's simply hard to find specific images, because it's reliant on what people have described the image as, right? Like, that's the thing, is because it's like, I need a picture of this thing, but if nobody mentioned the fact that that picture is in there, then it's hard to find. Because I'm sure, somewhere in the corners of the internet, those pictures exist. They're out there. Just nobody described them as such, so trying to search with keywords is extremely difficult. Wielding the power of the Tarascus, Hax laid waste to everything in his path on the way to Parisia. I read that like his name was Haxlade. It's like, not the case. Only fire and destruction were left in its wake. Hey, do you think Parisia is maybe supposed to be modeled after Paris? Maybe. What's that sticking up in the middle of Parisia? Is it maybe the Eiffel Tower? Of course, my mistake. That's Tokyo Tower. You're right. Totally the case. Yeah. Clearly. There's no mistaking it. It's too much for us. We can't hold it back. At this point, it's unavoidable. Request the evacuation of all citizens from Parisia. Okay, bro. That should have already happened. What is wrong with you? It's not, oh, we'll just request the evacuation now that we are fighting in the middle of Parisia and have decided we can't win. Step one. Step one is evacuate the civilians. They shouldn't be here when the fight started. You're late, bro. One by one, the Gasco defense garrisons were decimated, and the fall of Parisia was only a matter of time. Parisia facade inside Tarascus. Facade is a weird word to have decided to use there. That's enough testing. Let's leave it there. The Tarascus proved to be strong enough, but what we truly desire is the Vannergand, the god that sleeps beneath Parisia. Before dealing with the Tyrannus, I must revive our god to make the legend come true. This is weird. This is a weird storyline. Hax, now inside the city walls, sped forward to return the Vannergand its heart. I'm actually a little bit confused as to how the Tarrascus plays into this. Is it part of the Vandergand? Because he brought along the heart of the core of Vandergand in the Tarrascus. But that's, like, coincidental? Is it just, like, there's a third tank, technically, over there that just wants the Vandergand core? Because it is the Vandergand? And the Tarrascus is just, like, here? What's the Tarrascus? Hurry for Parisia. We'll defeat all enemies in our way. Come on, here we go. Here we go. All right, now the tank's just happy. Tank's just having a good time. Off we go. Well, Jean, whatever. I'm not Jean seemed to indicate that she wants to fight Vandergand. She doesn't seem that keen on the Tarrascus. But also, more importantly, Hax mentioned that he heard the voice of Jean in the Tarrascus as well. Jean had been pulling strings in, like, both directions. So, is the Tarrascus also Jean? I'll be honest. What would actually be cooler is if that is true, and Jean is essentially a distributed AI in a network of tanks that all being a weird term because it's really just the one, right? All wants to fight the Vandergand. And, like, that would be actually kind of more interesting. It would be very cool if, when Hax gets there and gives the thing to the Vandergand, if we took control of both the Tarrascus and the Tyrannus against the Vandergand, that would be cool. I don't think they're going to have done that. I think it's cool, though, and they should have. Although, if they do, and they split my... Okay. All right. Here's idea time of what would have been a superior choice, right? Is if leveling the people not actively in the tank had not been neutered so that all of the characters were the same level, not with a difference of, like, 13. Also, exactly, Scobalts, we have enough to man both tanks. If it had been done so that everybody was leveling equally, and they don't deal the stupid thing with Brits, that was dumb, and, like, specifically if relationships had naturally progressed to a degree where Brits didn't leave, and essentially never left, right? If he always would join, and then the big reveal at the end is not that Brits decides to betray you and gets killed, but rather you now have enough kids to man 2 tanks against a supreme foe. That's a cooler way to go out. I'm just saying. That's a cooler conclusion than, oops, it looks like you just didn't use your extremely limited resources to talk to Brits enough. Guess he's dead. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that anymore. Let's go fight the Vandergand. Like, that would have been better than this. But I digress. We'll talk about that more when we actually know the conclusion. We'll get to deconstructing our overall opinions in the end. Let's continue forward with what we've got now. Okay, so Kyle wants to cook. We want to harvest, we want to plant, we want to explore some ruins, and then we want to eat some jam paw buns. I'm not going to feed you jam paw buns. Because we have better food that boosts our experience. And that is what we will be using. Where is jam paw bun? Level 2? No. We are not going to feed you level 2 food. We are going to feed you vastly superior food, and you're going to like it. I am definitely not gonna put it into Tails levels. Tails was like... Tails was a massive mistake in storytelling. Like, fundamentally flawed. This is not fundamentally flawed. I just think... And that's why I don't want to say too much until we actually get to the proper conclusion. Because I want to know what story they were trying to tell, right? Because we don't know exactly the type of story they were trying to tell until we get to the conclusion. Because we're in, at this point, a kind of fluctuating middle ground of sort of growing story of overcoming adversity, along with potentially a heart-wrenching story of loss, right? They tried to swing it one way with Brits, but I didn't care enough about Brits, so that hasn't gotten me there. The recovery of the families, I feel like, has continued to push it into the positive space, and I think that's fine. They haven't done anything to make a particular error in telling that story. I think that story misses the potential a little bit if they do go that way, because I think there was a more interesting story that could be told with more sort of loss and sorrow in this story, because, like, we've recovered all of the families that were out there, and I feel like that's good, but it's ultimately a happier ending than I think may have been sort of the best impact. But again, I keep getting distracted from leaving that to later. Okay, we want to harvest and we want to plant on the farm. Harvest all your stuff. Tend to the cluckins. Tend to the moo sheeps. Strawberries, apples, carrots, cabbage, wheat, tomats. Yeah, that's good. Harvest plant fruit, harvest ingredients. Lots of people are happy, but not exactly everybody in the party. We have some who want to sleep, and some who want to go to the ruins. First and foremost, okay, so we don't have any upgrades that can be done. We are missing ancient barrels, cartridges, coils, breeches, nanometals, ancient batteries. We're missing, like, stacks of everything, quite frankly. So specifically, we wanted a girls-only pajama party, yeah? I think that can be arranged. Oh, first we should go observe the area. I do love that Tails is, like, the channel benchmark for missing the mark. I like... Anybody that was there knows. But as that, like... I love that that's a thing. And if we do get more people to watch, like, at some point I'm going to have to rehash that experience to newcomers. But I love that the benchmark is Tales of Arise for freaking just royally screwing a story. Or, you know, talking about the flowers, that was just at least the thing about the talking about the flowers is it comes alongside a really good game. It was idiotic and really confusingly delivered, but the game Valkyria Chronicles 4 was overall a really fun game to play. Tales of Arise was just a shitstorm of a story and also frustrating to play. Use the Periscope and game information on the surroundings. And I feel like I'm taking crazy pills because everybody else loved Tales of Arise. And I'm over here all alone with my small botnet that agrees with me that it was a freaking fiasco. The flowers thing, Kappa, is that we were playing Tales of Arise. And like, I don't know, a few missions in, after we had absolutely slaughtered, like, dozens of enemy soldiers. Like, just dozens of enemy soldiers. And then finally, there's like this cutscene where the main character's like, oh, truly, the war is horrible. It's just awful. Yeah, Valkyria Chronicles. Like, oh, war is awful. Look at all of the trampled flowers. And it's like, bro, what? It's just like, we have been on a warpath, and your concern is for the flowers? You need to reconsider your priorities. Yeah, like, that was, like, the highest of emotional moments that they were going for, is like, the trampled flowers. And I was like, okay, but people have died, right? You realize that, yeah? Still a fun game. Tales of Arise, on the other hand, is like really well regarded by a lot of people, and it's really, really weird to me. I can't believe there's not a single article that I could find calling out the super weird way that they treated and talked about slavery. It was weird. This is totally a tangent, but freaking Tales of Arise is like, it's like stunlock bait at this point for me. If somebody brings it up, I have to talk about how friggin' crazy that was. It was so weird, and nobody talks about it. Everybody thinks it's awesome. I don't understand. Am I too old for the Tales games? Have I moved out of the target demographic? Is this what's happened? Like, am I too old and jaded to accommodate the sort of like sitcom level treatment of emotional issues that freaking Tales does? Is that my like, am I out of touch? It's like, am I out of touch? No, it is they that are wrong. Like, I'm living the meme right now. Vesperia is still good. Honestly, I maybe need to go back and play Vesperia. I could stream that, because there's the new, like, final edition you can get on Steam has, like, a whole new character that I've not ever interacted with, like some pirate girl. And there's, like, more there that I just haven't experienced. So maybe I'll have to go back and we can all freaking do it. Yeah, Scobalts, it's right. We are all freaking old. we are the crowd that's like, we're all in agreement that game was like shite, and we're all here around the same age, and we're like, why? Why is it like this? It is they that are wrong. Yeah, I think you have it on something. Because I think it did come out on the Switch. Vesperia is a good one. Like, that one is solid. That one has really cool characters. The story is well told. You don't let freaking idiots that deserve to die just prance around forever and just come back to bite you in the ass. I agree. I think they objectively treated serious topics really poorly. I think I have Berseria. I played a good chunk of Berseria and never finished it because I'm incapable of finishing long RPGs on my own because single player games just, I get distracted. Like, I can't do it anymore. That's another thing that happened in my freaking getting older is like, I can't sit down and run through 36 hours of a game in a weekend anymore. Just like, la-di-da, I'm super hyper-focused on this game, and I just make it through. All right, I should actually get to combat again, that I can yell and do at the same time. As the capital of Gasco, Parisia is the center of culture, economics, and education. The Great Wall surrounding the city is a remnant of a previous civil war. Outskirts of Parisia, many villages lie scattered outside the walls surrounding Parisia. Inside the city live many upper-class and wealthy people, which contributes to the disparity of living standards between the city and the surrounding villages. Ruin in the Parisia, which has 3 pillars. The Great Horn of God is a ruin in the Parisia, which has 3 pillars. Although there have been many theories, including legends and research, the most popular theory states they are the broken horns of the rampaging god of legend. Well, I mean, it's at least partially subjective, but I feel like it's certainly defensible and reasonable to say that they irresponsibly handled the important topic that they had put forward, and they just, like, wildly fluctuated in tone and did super weird stuff in that game. Like, I don't understand how nobody mentions it. It's baffling to me. There you go. There's your girls' only pajama party. Congratulations. I don't want to go explore some ruins. That takes time. I don't care enough. I know, that's the big thing, is like, how have I not seen anybody else that's like, hey, this is pretty rude and kind of weird that they treated it like this. The war will have a lot of work to put our village back to normal. Thinking about it again, I want to become a doctor and save lives. You can see the stars really well from the top of the Tyrannus. You're prettier. You can see them better at home. You can return peace to the world and get home soon. Yes, she is nostalgic for home. A good choice. Things inside the tank are dangerous, so try not to touch anything. Anything? Don't touch anything. When we have peace, I want to become a doctor and help a lot of people. That seems reasonable. Wonder if there's a way to get peace back without fighting. It's a little late to have this discussion. That's the spirit. Let's find it. Yeah. Perhaps we'll find the answer when the war is over. Maybe we will. But we probably won't. Kyle, I think you've loosened up a little recently. You think so? I haven't really tried to be any different. You probably haven't noticed yourself, but I think you're able to talk with the others more than before. And I think they've realized that deep down you're actually a nice guy. If that were true, it's probably because you told me to. Oh my, then I'm glad I said it. I mean, we sort of have to, or else maybe we won't be able to get through this war and make it back home in one piece. Might be a boring country town, but we gotta get back as soon as we can to live in peace and quiet. That mean you've grown to like the village, Kyle? Just want to hurry up and get back home with you and everyone. That's the honest truth. Yeah, I feel the same way. I want to hurry back to Petite Mona with you. And to help you learn to like it more, I'll show you my favorite spot in the village. Oh, sounds great. Except my favorite part of the village is right in front of me. Kyle, come on, man. Chill out. Relax. You need to just chill the crap out. Hold on. What's my experience looking like? 41, 41, 40, 41, 41, 40. Trying to get you guys a level. The war's over. I want to do research to benefit peace. It is also a little bit of a shame. What maybe he will in a minute, but like I feel like there should be conversations from Kyle who's like, got nothing to say about the fact that we're back in Parisia and it's a hellhole. How to preserve peace is it is a problem worth considering. Although I guess we're not technically in there yet. No, I guess we did start coming in because we started and then we had this intermission. Did you get your level? Is that what I just saw? Let me double check. No, he hasn't. Dang it, Kyle. I feel like our minds are as one. Okay, that's one of the weirdest things to have somebody say to you when you just walk up to say hi. Really odd start to an interaction there, Sheena. Thanks to all of you, I may have changed a little. All right. Yeah, a little bit yandere. A little bit. What? Oh, Bowels of the Vandergand. It is as the voice described. As in the legend, the lost god Vandergand slumbered under the streets of Parisia. Finally, I reached its heart to this deep, sacred place. Whoa. Well then. Here, the time has come. The legend of the lost god that I dedicated myself to from childhood. That bedtime tale has now become reality. Lost god Vandergand, awaken! Come one with me, stand once again. Oh, maybe the Vandergand isn't like a vehicle, it's just now he's Vandergand and he is going to be in Tarascus the tank. That would make sense, maybe. I don't know, he's freaking out though. He's freaking out. The tremors and deafening roar that assaulted Parisia reached as far as the children deep inside the Tyrannus. What's that out there? It's really noisy. What's going on? It's shaking. Is our Gasco going to be destroyed? No, of course not. Nothing like that will happen. Maybe. Is all this happening because we went near that tank, the Tarascus? That stupid voice. No, the Tyrannus used us. Yes. Juggling between the conflict in Parisia and the voice on the radio, the children could only look on in despair. The artificial intelligence of the Tyrannus, Jean, raised her voice in blissful bloodlust over the radio. She's freaking out. Finally, the time has come. You used the Burman to attack Gasco just to activate the Vandergand? Vandergand, creature of ancient times, awaken. Freaking out. This is why we fought and risked our lives. Okay, well, no, I guess she did sort of start all of it, but... Oh, whoa. Vandergand, I will eradicate you. I will. Oh! The other spirit lady. Seems the radio has been cut off. What I know for sure is that we need to go to Parisia. Still unclear what the other ghostly spirit figure is. You are very unlikely to hit. I'm not really sure, Scobalts. It seems like France. Based on, like, the size and where Parisia is, and it, like, I don't see how you can make an argument for it being Europe in general. I feel like it's just France. Also of note, as far as I can tell, this game is actually possibly a French developer, because the only languages are Japanese and French in spoken, as well as a lot of the text is in French. So maybe French developers that made it, which would make a lot more sense. It was like the pop-ups, like all of the large text is in French. Oh, they're pretty beefy. Oh, you got one that we can definitely get rid of. And get smoked. Gotta make sure. Come on, Smoke, don't fail me. Miss. That miss. That's not a miss. That hurt a lot. Whoa. Haven't had this cutscene in a long time. Question mark? Question mark, exclamation point. Or more specifically, interrobang! Girl of Light. You are finally back. I'm just a fragment of you. Oh, she's probably the AI that didn't turn into a raging lunatic. The fragment that's, you know, was nice. We must return as one. We need to protect them. You will soon disappear. Once the Vandergund is defeated, you... No, the humans we wanted to show our strength to are already gone from this world. I feel so sorry for you. But I won't let you hurt anybody else. Yeah, so I guess the artificial mind got split into the one that wants to show strength, thus wants to defeat Vandergund real bad, and the one that really wants to just protect everybody, the Girl of Light. I won't let you hurt anybody else, not even yourself. Freaking, like how she's like, I won't let you hurt anybody else, and then it certainly seems like she's just cannibalizing the other mind. Like, whoa, whoa there. That just went way weirder. Suddenly, the voice and interference on the radio stopped. As if taking control, the Girl of Light appeared. I am... Strangely, the girl seemed to have evolved into an adult form. I am Jean, an artificial intelligence trapped inside the Tyrannus. Jean. The children were confused. It was the same name as the voice on the radio. Huh? You're Gene too? Hey, looks like you got pretty big. Artificial oh yeah, they have no idea what's going on with that. What is that? I am a consciousness created to control the Tyrannus. The ones who created me, the humans, disappeared long ago from this world. Ah, I see. We have gone with the post-apocalyptic, no more humans, only anthropomorphic animals route. During the last Great War, these people forged countless weapons of astronomical size and power. Among these, the Vannergend was the most destructive. The Tyrannus was created specifically to fight the Vannergend, and it reigned victorious in their last confrontation. Thanks to the Soul Cannon, a forbidden weapon that uses a person's life as its power source, the Tyrannus was eventually sealed because of it. But during the process, an unforeseen accident occurred that split its artificial intelligence, me, in two. The humanoid Gene had the necessary communicative skills to protect the lives of the crew, whereas the calculating and methodical Gene had the sole intention of annihilating the Vannergend one more time by brandishing the Tyrannus as the ultimate weapon. I am these Gene, and I regret that the two halves of my personality caused confusion and hurt you in the end. The shock caused by the reactivation of the Vannergend's heart unified us. I am now completely whole and equipped with all of my original functions. Does that mean the tank gets buffed? Dear children of the New World, I will protect you in this beautiful world in which you live. Lend me your strength to calm this raging beast once and for all. Don't fool us again, lady. I mean, wait, I don't know anymore. Gene, was it? Was that it? Listen, we don't care about your circumstances or your past. It is not about lending you our strength, but rather our decision to fight for a peaceful world to live in. I'm not the greatest with complicated talk, but we need to fight. Is that what she means? Like we were not already doing that. Yes, yes, Boron. We don't do that, then there may not be a future for the people of Gasco. Poor Boron is kind of like... Honestly, Boron is kind of an unfortunate trope in that he is like the bigger dumb one that they have decided to carry forward. That he's just like the one that you give a paw bun and sit in the corner and be like, here, snack on this and don't touch anything. Yeah, they're really sort of leaning on that soul cannon. We're gonna try not to. But don't worry, if we need it, there's always Wappa. With the sheer amount of information thrown at them, the children had a hard time understanding, but they knew what they needed to do. We will defeat the Vannergend and save our land. By firing Wappa at it. The children, with their minds made up, marched the Tyrannus toward Parisia in the final battle. We just need the one shot. That's why they call her One-Shot Wappa. Wow, there were very few fights between these two intermissions. A lot of damage. Maybe I should just defend. The other one's gonna do that. Rather not. Thank you very much. Stupid socks. Don't miss. Dang it, you missed. Curses. Can we just kill those guys, please? Thank you. I could have handled that better. Oh well. Life goes on. Get that health restored. Jeez. Fortunately, I'm flush with repair kits. I've been stockpiling these bad boys the whole game. Wow, that went way better than I thought it was going to. Can I get some ancient barrels, please? I would like to upgrade my kit. Yeah, they have got to just hurl out the window from those spins. Okay, laundry, sleep, hungry, sleep, moo sheep. Well, that's easy enough. Go do the laundry. Love the laundry for some reason. Okay, they feel great. Sleep. Go do that. Free XP, thank you very much. No actual level out of it, but, you know. Who's still behind? It's still gotta be May, right? Yeah, we should be doing this with May. Let's see here. Harvest. Other assorted plant-related tasks. Ooh, sheep. Cluckin'. Wheat. Strawberries. Apples. Carrots. Cabbage. Tomato. Honestly, I don't actually need more vegetables. My stockpiles are phenomenal and will cover what I need for the rest of the game, I am pretty sure. Okay, everybody is excited then. I need a mechanical rod and more beechwood, which I simply have not gotten. None of this is actually, like, valuable. I have seen Bug Snacks played. I have not myself played Bug Snacks. I haven't seen all of Bug Snacks played, but I have seen some of Bug Snacks played. I don't really have much that I need to do. I don't really care about building further affinity because it's not really meaningful. Maybe I'll just Continue sleeping for the free XP. Not like a whole lot, but it is at least a few fights worth of XP. For everybody in the party, so... Because now at this point, it does appear that I really could have had some extra space to do more interacting. Oh, the way I say strawberries. Tyrannus arrived at the outskirts of Parisia, but the face of the capital seemed to have changed drastically. Awakening from its slumber deep beneath the earth, the Vandergen emerged, lifting the surrounding land with it to form an immense mountain. Alright, not the tank, not even remotely close to the tank. Tarascus is gone. The base of the mountain formed what looked like legs and other appendages of the Vandergen. Tank is unrelated. Like a mountain. Ha, this is interesting. Jin, are you okay? Alright, but what about we just sit and laugh nervously at how crazy big that thing is? Robot dinosaur turtle, perhaps. Before the Vandergen can fully stand, you can get inside Parisia by climbing up its front leg. Can we? Climbing this is a cinch. Okay, it's okay. Are you sure we can climb that? Go. Alright. We're apparently just gonna initial D our way up. I did not give the tank enough credit for its... I don't know, traversal capabilities, because it mostly just plods along. We managed to get in, but what now? It's great to be back in Parisia, but there's no elegance left. There's the comment I was waiting for from Kyle. We're alive, thank goodness. On their way to Parisia, Jean, I really don't know how that's supposed to be said, but I'm just going to go with Jean because I like it better. Jean explained her strategy for the upcoming battle. If a Vandergen has been awakened, that means the Tarascus must already be inside. Okay, so the tank, it does matter. The core of the Tarascus is also the heart of the Vandergen, giving Hax control over it. If we are to stop the Vandergen, we will have to get inside and destroy the Tarascus. You should be able to get in through an old wound the Tyrannus inflicted on it during their last encounter. Try to locate the entrance. Yes, I understand. This is an entrance that no one has ever used before. It could be difficult. I wonder where we should go. Hey look, it's Tokyo Tower. Yeah, we'll switch you forward. Can we get a hit on everybody? It's a little expensive. Really, we only smoked the one. Not that bad. Yeah. That's the one that's good. There we go. Oh, it is all there was. Nice. They are still not giving me ancient equipment to upgrade my freaking cannons. What are they waiting for? Well, I don't like that. Oh boy. Gonna have to spend some time stripping armor. Delta Cloud? Wait. That may inflict burn, shock, and or smoke. 50% chance of each. Sweet. I don't know when he got that, but that's great. Yeah, I'm sure if once I make it there, I'll be getting the ancient stuff. I just would have expected them to have started giving it to me already so that I could actually get the upgrades. I don't know how much is left of the game, but it doesn't feel like there's enough to get enough upgrade stuff to get all the way from rank 15 to rank 20 of the equipment. Let's pull up you. Yeah, that's fine. This has been extremely SP intensive. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do the link stack. At least clear out those two. Ow. Alright. Hold on. The doggo wants to go out. I'll be right back. Alright. Continuing on. Alright, a little bit more loot. Those. Heavy gear. Dangerous route it is. Whoa. Biggins. Link attack. That feels pretty good. But what would be even better is to switch you forward and link attack. Give me that chance to decrease armor range. Smash him. Alright, I don't think we need to link attack again. Just shooting them will suffice. I was kind of hoping that was going to kill him, but he didn't quite get there. Ow. Ow. Nice. All right, getting that bonus XP. Alright, this helps. Now we're getting back some SP. We're certainly getting low. Boy, that dangerous fight's got 3 waves. It's going to be a beast. Speaking of beasts. Yes. Let's do the Link attack. Burn, shock, smoke. Screw everybody. Let's bring the grenade guns back up. Ow. Let me get some heals in. Oh, this is gonna hurt. You did not kill him like I was hoping. Well, crap. Oh, good miss. I am pleased. Just stop. Go away. Can we stun him again? Only 40% chance. I mean, it's worth a shot. With that fear nonsense. Get the bigger guns up. Get rid of them through sheer firepower. Stop being afraid. There we go. It was fine, I guess. What the? The Vanagon slowly raised its head as it dug its monstrous legs into the earth. Scanning its eyes across the land, a great beam of light shot out of its mouth that swept across the entirety of Gasco. An infernal roar echoed upon the air as blood-like pillars of fire burst from the ground. Descriptive. In an unprecedented cataclysm in all of Gasco history, the earth fractured. A sea of clouds lit by a discharge of plasma could be seen through the cracks. The blast was so intense it shattered the floating continent into multiple fragments. To prevent itself from falling, the Tyrannus struck its steel claws into the ground before hurrying through the city of Parisia, which now rested upon the back of the Vanagon. Anticipating the movement of the Tyrannus, the Gasco army created a diversion to hold back the Vanagon as best they could. Hurl everything we've got at that thing. We can't let the kids do everything themselves. We adults got to do our part as well. Yes, sir. Alright, at least we've got a nice heal and energy restore here. Perfect. Big fight. Here we go. I hate these guys. Let's see here. We switch you forward so that we can stun grenade. Alright, got the armor off now. Get bigger guns out. Fire cannons! Right, so then they're gonna add Wrath and charge the drill, presumably. Yup. Should have plenty of time. Perfect. Stun grenades, man. I have not utilized those enough. Alright. Smoke him, I guess. Not much else to do at the moment. What I really want is to get the hero modes going. Can we get no. I need Boron to go into hero mode so I can just strip the armor immediately. I think he should go next turn. Dang it! Boron, why? Why have you forsaken me? It's a waste of time. Alright, at least the stupid hatch is open now. We can do double damage for the next few turns. Come on, give me one of those double damage crits. Give me a solid. Hey, Exile. Good luck with the Godskin duo. Guys can be a real pain in the ass. Alright. Smoke. First off, let's smoke him. Immediately delay him, at least. That's what I wanted. Big double damage crits. Ouch. Oh, well timed. I will immediately use that. A double effectiveness heal. I really wish that I had better tricks to improve my single target damage. save up on Hannah's hero ability. We'll just leave that in the wings for now. Yeah, I think we actually are getting some SP back. We could probably use some big attacks here. Well, let's find out how is the Giga Bazooka? We haven't fired that yet. Delays all enemies. Who cares? Fire it anyway. You know what? I expected better. It does target all, I guess, but I would have hoped for better. Especially with the amount that it delayed everybody. Oh, time to recover the dog. One moment. All right. I and the dog have returned. Boom. Wasn't particularly fast, but it was pretty safe. Nice levels. Give me the glorious loot. Give me some ancient stuff. Well, alright, I'll take the kits. There's the ancient stuff. I don't know if it was enough, but it's something. That looks like... Oh, I see a boss fight on the horizon. Can I get some more ancient stuff so that I can maybe actually do that upgrade? I don't think there's a chapter after this. I don't know what's gonna happen. Boy, that really is just a mess of enemies. You want a link attack? Yeah. I would rather have that guy not have 4 armor when I did it, but such is life, I guess. That was very effective, however. Oh, that'll strip the armor off him. Thank you. Well timed. I didn't pay attention to how many waves this fight is. Ouch. Just the one? Is there more? Just the one. Man, they are giving me a lot of health and SP restores in this trip. The fights are not warranting giving me that much recovery. What is happening? Why are we doing this? I can't use up all my SP if I try. A lot of damage potential in this pack, but I also have a lot of hit points at this point. This is going to hurt because all 3 of them are going to attack at the same time. Ow. 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 Yeah, they're like, all right, let's just clear it out. Just walk them to the finish line. Yeah, let's do a shot. Should probably heal myself. Okay, Boron's afraid, but he's not injured. That's okay. It's a good crit. Not quite good enough. It was a good crit. Nice, okay. No last minute level though. Please be careful. There are hollow spaces underground in this area. The ground is highly unsteady. Oh no! It's a cave-in! Emergency evacuation impossible. Tyrannus is falling. Careful of the impact of falling. Grab onto you? Boron, what? You're not actually a marshmallow. You're not an airbag. You're not gonna help. Did not expect that. We gotta fall. Yeah, they covered it. It was screaming. System check. Fall damage is minor. And now we're here. Thanks to the flexible dampers, aerial damage was softened. Is everyone all right? Yeah, right? We just didn't mention the ground until we were falling in a hole. Yeah, well, no injuries at least. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, but falling from high places totally ain't my thing. Understood. It seems we have invaded the interior of the Vanagon somehow. It felt like a direct response to Jin. It's like, I will keep in mind that you don't like falling. If it comes up again. Ew, what is that yucky thing? Okay, you've got me, remember? You're so brave, Hack. There are no problems with the Tyrannus systems. Let's continue onward. Successfully infiltrating the Vanagon, the children cautiously move deeper inside. Follow the signal from the core. It will eventually lead you to the Tarascus. Be careful. Off we go. To an immediate intermission. Want to talk? Eat a mixed salad? You're not going to get a mixed salad. Sleep. Guy talk. Vegetables. Fruit. We can make that happen. Okay. So Kyle and Malt should talk to each other. Malt, where are you? Oh, I see that the workshop is marked with at least something to upgrade. Everybody, this is the last of it. Let's go. Let's do it. Wait, Kyle, didn't you have... Oh, it was Socks that wanted to talk. Every once in a while, I get them mixed up for some reason. Here, you can talk to him for no better reason than it will get you your feeling great. There you go. Now you feel great. Isn't that nice? Pick it up. Thank you. Anything tucked over here? It is. It's just an energy lamp. I don't think I care. I don't even know if I'm going to get a chance to harvest this again, honestly. But darn it, I'm planting more vegetables. Never stop. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I like the decreased skill cost and increased speed. Gives us more opportunities to react to changes in circumstances. All right, workshop, what have you got for me? Armor. That is literally the only thing. But I will definitely take another 900 maximum hit points. I am absolutely not going to turn that down. All right, then we want to get a quick sleep in. All right. Sleeping accomplished. Talk. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine no matter what happens. Oh, you know what? In honor of being in a creepy cave, now that I can so easily do it, well, why don't we just go to the dark mode? Good to have energy, but please don't push yourself too hard. I need to get into the habit of, like, just changing colors because I can. That's a thing I need to start doing. Since we're not able to go to school, what if I act as a teacher? That'd be great. Get that up to 5, because it seems fun. Once I get home, I want to hurry and find out what happens next in the novel I was reading. Yeah, okay. Like, doesn't really seem like the time to be thinking about that, but sure. If anything troubles you, I'm always here to lend an ear. We have to fight to save anyone, don't we? Stay strong? Yes, right now we have to fight to get our families back. Oh, okay, we did technically already get the families back. Now we need the country to not be killed. That's the new goal. Keep up, Hannah, come on. Excuse me, Hannah, in your line of work, what is the most difficult or troubling thing you had to deal with? In your line of work? She's 12, who talks like that? Well, I like doing the laundry, but I don't like carrying the clothes to the upper floor. I see. It may be more efficient to think of other methods of carrying the clothing. Perhaps a clothing cannon. Plus, I like cleaning, but I'm afraid I'll break machines if I touch them, and it's unfortunate I can't clean narrow spaces. Perhaps a cleaning cannon. How about a tool that cannot damage other machines when you clean? That might be difficult. All right, maybe not a cleaning cannon. I take that back. Oh, but there's no need to worry about it too much. No, there must be a way. Give me some time and I will think of it. Is it going to be as good an idea as your stupid tank with legs? Socks? Good luck. All right, here we go to whatever boss fight awaits. Here's the thing. Tank with leg only has merit in fantasy, unfortunately, because the complexity of getting mechanical legs to operate properly is difficult. Especially when you're working with something as large and heavy as a tank. Because you can make it work with, like, Boston Dynamics robots, because they're, like, a couple 100 pounds, and a single rod of, like, steel can act as a leg bone. But there's an issue of, like, structural integrity that actually happens with essentially architecting anything, where as like, the weight that it has to support increases, the structure to support it continues to increase in, like, density and strength, which means it also increases in weight. And there's an actual peak weight that you can, like, no longer actually ever support by that mechanism, because in order to add more to support, it literally weighs more than it can support itself. It's a problem. I know that this is actually talking animal people land with the freaking tanks, but still. In reality, he should come up with better ideas. Tyrannus came upon a wide open space inside the Vandergand. Hey, look, it's this guy. Further beyond was where the Tarascus had fused with the Vandergand. Steel Devil, how dare you step inside God's heart? I love how he just, like, you are the Steel Devil, while looking like this. I am now one with the legendary lost god. The battle between God and the devil has not yet been settled. This time will be different. They're honestly, Scobalds, mechs are pretty dubious of a thing to ever exist also. This time I will create a new legend. Unfortunately, as much as I love mechs, in reality, they are questionable. Ax's voice reverberated from every direction as though he and the Vandergen were one. I do love me a good mech, though. Give us back our peaceful lives. No matter the reasons, you are wrong. Go away, you meanie. That's all right, May. You are 4. We'll give you a pass on the trash talk. What a sad vision of a man manipulated by my words. He truly... I'm sorry. I know the circumstances that led to that, but, like, that is such a spectacular burn. Oh, what... How pitiful you are to have been tricked by me. Ah, you truly are just some pathetic excuse. Truly thought he could become a god. Please, you must free him from this insanity. From the manipulation that I myself have executed upon him. So pitiable. Alright, so we got the same issue of the big fat beef cannon down there that we definitely don't want to have to deal with. Alright, let's first switch you up here to pull the armor off. And maybe you? Oh, that doesn't have any other red. Okay, let's switch you, and we'll go like this. That should work. I like that it gets 3 armor because I can strip it all off in one single shot. Pretty much comes down to having to just totally ignore that guy until I deal with the other cannon. Can I switch again? Yeah, alright. So we pull up the big guns. Can I smoke grenade this guy? Not effectively. Not effectively at all. I would think at least 2, right? Like, gotta do 2. Three turns on the charge. You have a link attack? You do have a link attack. Let's go ahead and use yours. That was effective. Okay, so we want to switch you up now. We'll bring you up so that we can delay as much as possible. Man, May is absurdly fast. She just gets so many turns. Sphere apparition. Hold on. Ha! I'll just bring my own. I only have one. He has outshone me, the bastard. we'll take this opportunity to use the link. Well, I can solve this by simply removing his stupid balls. See? Hey! Now I am the ball victor. Alright, he's brought his little guy back. Time to deal with that again. Link attack seems good. I did have him fixed. In the most violent of fashions. Alright, we gotta bring the big guns back out. Get up here, Boron. Keep the pressure on to get rid of that guy. Alright, we're gonna have to start healing, I think. Want to keep him topped off so that we know nothing untoward will happen. Well, that'll do it. Cleaned him out. Alright, let's get the other yellow so that we can start delaying. And we're good. Do I want to defend? I think I do. Oh, I really didn't need to. Oh well. Again, I probably didn't need to. Just pummel him with violence. Alright, we got the old balls back. Leadbird. I really don't want to know what those do or what he does with them. I don't want to see him, like, heal himself with the friggin' balls. Let's see. Let's do this way. Use the multi-shots. They don't have all that much health. Not my favorite timing. The ball off. That's a shame. That is an excellent name, though. We're gonna need to get rid of that armor. Ow. Oh, you know what? Again, I forget. Let's freaking strip this crap with the cannon. I mean, the ball off is an excellent name. I will probably need to... I'll have to go back and grab that clip after the fact from the VOD, because it's pretty funny. Alright, hold on. You do that, because that's perfect timing to get that hero mode. Okay, I don't like that. That's going too fast. We have ourselves a bit of a problem here. Good timing again. Double damage is nice. Switch you forward so we can delay him just a little bit. Hopefully just enough. Ow. Hold on a second. I'm trying to freaking kill your arm. There we go. This guy is doomed. Certainly takes a beating, though. My hero mode. How dare you! That's fine. I have a link attack to deal with it. Maybe I don't want to do the link attack, though. Save the resource in case there's another phase. Or I'll just shoot him in the face. Problem solved. He can... This time, you can keep the balls. Alright, so... This can't be the end, right? This doesn't make sense to not have another fight. Or even another chapter? I don't think another chapter. You damn steel devil, I will not admit defeat. I will say the Tarrascus is not that hard a fight, as long as you don't make the very stupid mistake of not shooting the giant cannon first. Like, that's the only trick. Just don't let him shoot the cannon. I cannot die, I am a god. By my divine judgment, I will seal the devil. No, he's activated the Vannergan to obliterate the entire country. He could just do that? There's just a obliterate country button? Jean addressed the children in a serious tone. There is nothing we can do to stop the Tarrascus now except... Are you going to say the soul cannon? Before she could speak, the children answered with total conviction. Use my life. I have no regrets. I always lived for others, and now is no different. Come on, let's just use my life and finish this. I'll do it. I want to be useful. Okay. You are either going to give me an option to just find a way not to, or we're just going to shoot one-shot Wappa out of the cannon, and nobody's going to care, because she was annoying the entire time. So I guess this is the scene where the awesome leader sacrifices himself for everyone, right? You are correct, Wappa. This is where the quote-unquote awesome leader sacrifices herself for everyone. I understand. Once again, I take this sin upon myself. Please forgive me for failing to protect your precious lives. This will be the Soul Cannon's last... Oh! Hold on. Oh, yeah, there's... Can we just take a look at the prompt? How there is a yes and no other option. Alright. There is no. Alright, Wappa. You earned it. Wait, I have a no now. No? Oh, I can't manipulate my way out of it. I can't outsmart them. They thought of that, apparently. Alright. One-shot Wappa to the rescue. This is your punishment for being the annoying character that for some reason developers always think there need to be that one annoying character getting the damn gun. God, I would love to see the statistics of how many people choose to shoot Wappa at the enemy. There's no way that it's not the most chosen option. I would also be curious to see the number of absolute monsters that fired May. I will become a god. Glory to the Burman Empire. Oh, I desperately wish they kept track of that. Like, I don't think there's really any online connectivity to this game, so I don't see how they could. They would have had to, like, add it specifically for that, but oh, I would love to know. As a result of the Vanagons' devastating attack, the continent shattered to create an archipelago of floating islands. Okay, so I think I have seen a little bit of discussion. I think that because I didn't rescue Brits, I didn't get to save everyone there, because I believe there is a way to save everyone, but you have to have likely had everybody in the tank, which we'll get to that in a second. Let's close this out. The region of Parisia where the Vanargans stood became its own floating island. Why? What? How is this happening? I don't follow. Suddenly, the Vanargan imploded upon itself, taking the floating island of Parisia with it. Fragments of the Vanargan shot out across the sky before plunging into the sea of clouds below. Among the debris, a clump of iron crashed violently into one of the islands. Is it the Tyrannus? Sure is. It was the Tyrannus, or at least what was left of it. A few hours later, taking control of Burman airships, the Gasco army found the children unconscious, Scobalts, unconscious, in the remains of the Tyrannus. The children! There they are, in a pretty bad shape, but alive. Medics, those of you who are available, gather round. Do not, under any circumstances, allow these children to die. Get to it. Unreasonably alive, Sco. You are correct. My ass, they survived. All right, let's go. Let's get the light back on. Also, we'll put away the competition orb. I'm so sorry. We shouldn't have let you kids get caught up in a battle like this. You are heroes, saviors of Gasco. No, the whole world. Our thanks will never be enough. Thank you. Really thank you. I promise we'll bring Gasco back to peace. Without its leading general, the Burman Empire withdrew and later signed an armistice. The people of Gasco, forced to live on floating islands separated by the clouds, rushed to study Burman technology and produce airships. Despite the devastation to the land and the lingering scars from the war, Gasco gradually set forth toward the future. Ah, yeah, see, we've got two dead here, and I imagine that there would have been a possibility to save everybody. The surviving children, hearts heavy from the loss of their friends, vowed to live every day to the fullest for them. It will never be forgotten. Who won't be forgotten? I don't remember anymore. All right. Now we can discuss how we felt about that game in its totality. Oh, wait. Hannah, who returned to the village, is studying to become a doctor whilst helping at home. Kyle made up with his father and started helping him with his work. It is said he still has an admiration of urban living. Boron eats his mother's cooking until he is full and very much enjoys the normality of everyday life. Whilst receiving warm support from his family, Sox studies even harder than ever before. Chick and Hack enjoy playing pranks and find it even more fun when they get told off. Wappa's toast and nobody cares. Back to a life with her father and sister, Sheena now supports her family while remembering her father. Jin walks on the path towards becoming an engineer, receiving the tutelage of the surviving factory workers. Fritz is dead. Whoop-de-friggin-do. To this day, Malt and May are still very close, spending peaceful days watching over the moose sheep, hoping this peace would last forever. Man, they're together. If you had freaking canoned May, what a screwed Malt story too. Okay, now that we're actually on the credits, we can discuss the game in totality. Overall, that was a fun game. I definitely enjoyed it. There were what I would say are a couple missteps that they made. Overall, though, I think the combat system was really cool, very unique, a lot of fun. The story was good, and the story was serviceable. I feel like they could have improved the story a little bit. Specifically, I feel like the story was a little bit at odds with the way they did the affinity system and the fact that the affinity system affected combat. I think there was also, well, actually, I guess more on the combat side of things, there were some pacing issues, I feel like, because there was one really hard fight in the middle that was just like with the doctor who was doing, or the scientist, the crazy scientist doing the research into the biobatteries. He was the hardest fight in the game. Everything else got easier past that point. Like, the final boss was a cakewalk. Like, stupidly easy. So there was that a little bit. On a small floating island set adrift, a broken radio in the rubble repeated a single message over and over. I'm sorry? Next time, I won't let anyone die. Yeah, the end battles were just easy. The world was saved through your courageous decisions and the bravery of the children putting their lives on the line. You have made many difficult choices on this journey. Thank you very, very much. If only you could have taken different paths, maybe then the future would have been brighter. To achieve an even greater future, all of the children need to survive. If Brits had a sad ending, converse with him, open his heart, and you might find an answer for him. If you fight to the end without relying on the soul cannon, or rather the children's lives, the Tyrannus will surely respond to your needs. This story is about helping the children grow, learn new things, bond with each other, and make choices to change their fate. Along with the children, continuing to progress forward without giving up is the key to finding the truth. Do your best. Okay. That I find to be at odds with the nature of the game. Leaning, all right, we're popping over to chat. Okay, leaning on a new game plus as the path to, like, learning what you're actually supposed to do, that I find to be a mistake. They should not have done that. I'm, like, I don't care about doing a freaking new game plus. I'm not interested in it. It would have been better if they had given some sort of indication that that needed to be done, or a quicker way to undo, right? Like, a quicker way to get back to a position where you could make different choices, like, immediately. Requiring me to go back through the entire game, no thanks, guys. Do just put it together better in the first place. You needed to foreshadow something. And honestly, it all comes down to my main gripe, I think, is that some of the there were too many characters to properly build up affinity with all of them, both in-game and as a player, right? Like, I don't care about all of the characters because they were introduced late and there were too many of them to put into combat at a single time. And combat incentivizes using the same ones all the time. They're just better. So why would I go through the trouble of working with all the other ones? It's suboptimal. It goes back to the premise, I don't remember who said it, but a game developer once said that, like, if left the option, players will optimize all of the fun out of a game. So you have to make sure that you're incentivizing the best outcomes and the most fun as a developer, or else you end up leaving an opening for players to ruin things by trying to find the most optimal path. And that's exactly what's happened here a little bit. I'm not going to say it ruined the fun. I still think it was a fun time, a solid game. Definitely, like, I would recommend playing it. If I were to give, like, the personal recommendation to somebody, I would tell them about the trap, essentially. I would forewarn them about the trap that they're going to fall into if they do the thing. Like, I would just straight up do at least a little bit of spoiling because it's in their best interest in this case. I wouldn't tell them why, but I would just be like, make sure you get everybody's affinity with Brits up. It'll make sense when you get there. Because it's silly that you can functionally get just the bad end by playing the game normally. And that's unfortunate. Well, specifically, you're almost guaranteed to end up there by playing the game normally. All that said, though, still pretty good. As to the theming, I feel like they could have gone a little bit darker on it. It's like, I feel like they hero it up a little bit. Like, it starts grim, you know, countries invaded, get in a tank, children having to go to war. And they have, like, a mention early on the front of, like, oh man, well, I think we just killed somebody and that sucks. But it never really, like, comes back. There's only, like, a spot here or there where, like, they kind of highlight the gravity of the situation. And I feel like my expectations for kind of, like, shining a light on really the sorrow of things was almost dashed, because the big points always were like, no, it does actually work out, right? Because there was the first stop we made where they were making people into bio batteries, which of course is bad, except it wasn't anybody that was important that got turned into bio batteries. It was just, it was able to be hand waved away. Yeah, exactly. Like, they got sad when one of them died, but, like, they didn't. And even when Brits died, right? They didn't carry on any of the sorrow from that, right? Like, that didn't carry on into the next chapter. They were immediately back to their sort of chipper selves. Like, oh yeah, we're back to hanging out in the tank, having a good time, rolling across the countryside, going to Paris. Woo! Like, they just kind of went right back to that, and they didn't maintain the somber tone very much. And ultimately, I think that's likely fine, because it seems like that wasn't necessarily the story they were trying to tell. Yeah, nobody liked Brits, so of course. Like, I was prepared for a much more somber story, but I don't know if that was the story they were trying to tell. So I'm not going to hold that necessarily against them. I just think that it's somewhat of a missed opportunity, because I would have found it very interesting to have a more stark juxtaposition between the cute art with, like, the really somber story. And the story was only a little bit somber. I feel like they could have played to that more fully. But not bad. Still fun. It was at least, like, a cohesive story, so I'll give them that, which is not always the case. Yeah. Another thing I will definitely give it also is that the game overall did not overstay its welcome, which is good. Because I don't know if I would have wanted to play another 10 hours. I could have played maybe another 2 hours of it. I think that would have been fun. I wouldn't have minded, like, one extra chapter that was harder to, like, finish in the good end, which there would probably be at least one more fight if I could do that, but, well, Brits, whatever. So, but I didn't want another 10 hours, so that they kept the story contained. They didn't go nuts. So I give them kudos for that, because that's good. That's something that too many games do, is they just artificially pad things, and it's like, what are we doing here? I'm not having fun anymore. Stop. Yeah, overall, good time. I enjoyed that. It's a fun game. It wasn't that expensive either. I think it was like a $20 game, maybe, if I remember correctly. Hard to argue with what I got out of it. No, it was $40. It was $40. I still think $40, reasonable price. $20 would have been a crazy good deal. $40, fine. Wasn't $60. That's the important thing. $40, totally reasonable. I had a good time. Yeah, thanks to those that managed to be here for most, if not all. I think that's pretty much you, Scobalds. I think you might have missed one or two in the week that you stopped getting notifications for no reason. I think that was you. But it was a good time. Looking at my list of streamers, I don't really have anybody to raid at the moment, so I guess we just won't. We'll just fade into the darkness. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I may or may not stream tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on what my wife's doing. We may hang out. Who knows? Since we kind of moved stream to tonight. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Play games, take a break, get some sleep, have a good time. I will see you all later. See you next time. Bye.